Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Look, this week we've got artists like Shaky Graves, The White Buffalo, Co Wetzel, The Dead South, Marcus King, all coming up on the channel. Yeah, kind of excited. A lot of these I haven't even heard before. Tyler Tuesdays is back as well, so I hope you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, what we try and do here is review country music, touch on different subgenres within country. I'm learning as we go as well. And anything you can provide, a bit of context behind the song if you like the song and that's what's brought you to the channel. But the long-term vision is we grow a bit of a community here where we can all grow and interact with each other, take context out of songs, and then eventually we can start looking at bringing other like lesser known artists that are just coming through, feature them on the channel for free, and we'll kind of see where it goes. But yeah, if you like the content, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you like the video that you're watching, hit that notification bell as well if you want to stay up to date to all the latest videos. But let's see what we got today. Right, so it's Tuesday. We're going with some Tyler Childers again. So we're going with Hard Times this week. You'll have seen it in the title already. Yeah, I'm excited to hear this. I think what I need to do for this track specifically is I need to put my more emotional side of listening to Tyler on, because you know he does the fun upbeat stuff, and he has fun on songs, but also he tells important messages that are a little bit more hard hitting. Hard Times is definitely going to be the latter, I think, unless he flips it. But we'll see. Yeah, I've not heard this one. What I'm doing with Tyler is I'm reviewing him every week on a Tuesday, and I'm not listening ahead. So I started this maybe 4 weeks ago, and yeah, I'm just super excited every week to listen to more music, and I don't want to sort of cheat the system and listen to it without getting my pure reaction on tape. So that's what's kind of exciting. Anyway, we'll get into this. We'll see what it's about. One thing I like specifically about Tyler before we do is the fact that, you know, he's almost seen as, him and Colter Wall are almost seen as like the second coming of country music. And I know there's loads of artists within there like John Moreland, who's also very, very talented. But I like the fact that these two guys specifically are quite young, coming up through the industry, and you know they're getting the respect that I think they deserve. So yeah, it's nice to see. But yeah, we'll get into this and we'll see what we think.
Play one off of Bottles and Bibles. This is the first track on it. It's called Hard Times. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. I heard some word there was work up in Hyndman. I'm going tomorrow and hope that there is. But my sweat and my wages, they don't seem to weigh out. I'm getting more aches than I'm gaining in gold. Whoever said you could raise you a family just working your tail off, knee deep in coal?
I mean, this song already is powerful, very, very powerful. I will do a deep dive, hopefully, in the lyrics at the end of this song, and we can talk about the story specifically. But yeah, this is good. I'm getting more aches than I'm gaining in gold. Like, is this hard work really worth the money? just working. Whoever said you could raise your family just working your tail off, knee deep in coal. Yeah, like I'm busting my ass. I'm working hard, and am I really seeing the benefits? Probably not. But yeah, let's carry on with the song.
Now the sign at the church says I'll reap what I'm sowing, but I ain't lost sleep, 'cause it'll come in due time. And if the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking, 'cause hell's probably better than trying to get by.
Right, yeah, we're getting back into this at the end, but quickly, that verse just then, I think that's one of the best verses I've ever heard in a song. And I'm not even kidding.
You can see me on the front page, it'll be out tomorrow. A boy in his 20s shot down in his prime for trying to hold up the Texaco station. They'll say I was desperate, they're probably right. I bought a house at the mouth of the holler, a ring at the pawn shop, and a crib for the kid. And I heard some word there was work up in Hyndman. I'm going tomorrow and hope that there is.
Yeah, just on every level, that song is strong. I think it gets better as the song goes on as well. And retouching back on that first verse at the end, powerful. Right, let me sort of gather thoughts again, and we'll talk about it. So, this song, so when he goes from, obviously in the first two verses, he's talking about how difficult life is, and he's like, he's all of this hard work that we have to do for a living. Like, this is the problem. We're working hard to get a living and feed our families, and like the basic sort. You look at that Maslow's hierarchy of needs, to get even on the base of that pyramid, I've got to bust my ass and work hard. Is it, how are we living? How is that life? And so many people do it, and this channel is going to stay politics free, but this is a real problem with how life goes. People work hard to feed their family, and they can't enjoy themselves and can't have time to relax when a lot of people can. It ain't right. But the beauty of Tyler in the way that he tells his message, and this is why I like him so much, and I will always hold him in high regard, is that he can tell this message, he can put into words how we feel, and how a lot of people feel, and it's a personal story, and we're like, I can relate to that as well. So I really like Tyler. So let's dive into the lyrics. Obviously we touched on that second verse already. First verse is basically opportunistic. It's, I've heard there's work. I hope there is. I'm going to go and find out. But the interesting thing is, like, what he's saying is, those communities are almost siloed. So he doesn't know for sure if there's work there. There's no job websites to help him along for the kind of work he wants to be doing. And if he's working in a coal mine, which I know is very sort of prevalent over there, I don't know how much of it still goes on, but... Right, so he says, well, the sign of the church says, I'll reap what I'm sowing, but I ain't losing sleep. It will come in due time. Basically saying, like, whether you're a religious person or not, and you're told you're given messages that you should really live your life by, if you're putting in the work and you're working hard and sweating to bring home a paycheck, then, like, how am I getting what I'm putting in? Like, how am I rewarded for my actions? You know what I mean? Like, I'm working all of these hours, making myself sick to do it. And you're telling me I'll reap what I'm sowing. So what am I doing wrong? And where's the answer for what I need to do to become right? It's crazy. So, and where he says, and if the Lord wants to take me, I'm here for the taking. Like, I'm ready to go now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've put this work in. I'm not seeing any sort of rewards. I'm ready to go. If you want to take me, take me. Because hell's probably better than trying to get by. This struggle is like a living hell, is what he's saying. Like, let me give that a shot. Let me see if that's any worse. And then obviously right at the end there, he's talking about getting shot down for holding up a Texaco station, because what he sees is that the risk is far greater than the reward is far greater than the risk at this stage. He's weighing up all his options, and he's saying, well, is prison that bad compared to how I'm living? This song has definitely sparked some thoughts in my head and how I feel and what I think about it. And I know that someone who's very specifically going through this situation is going to relate to it so much and find a sense of, sense of peace and relatability to it. Like, he's like, I'm not the only one going through it. So, but yeah, great song. And yeah, more Tyler coming next week. Just let me know what you want to see. But anyway, as always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and please hit that subscribe button. But for now, that's me. Thank you. Peace.